There's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
What are you, nuts? 85% of the people do not know how to get out of the market. They lose money because they don't know when to get out. I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. I solved that with my Pro 2 color-coded chart. It tells you when to get out. It tells you when to get in, tells you what to add, not to add. Specifically, when do I get out? It tells you that. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Get your 10-day free trial of my Pro 2 color-coded chart and a membership.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Are you tired of being lied to about some magical economic recovery that only benefits the 1 percentile? And then when the market does collapse, you're sitting there calling your broker, what do I do? When you should be shorting? Learn how to short the market. Continue to listen to my radio show, philsgang.com. Become a member, only $39.95 a month, and learn how to short.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you to start making money, please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Money's coming to me.
Joe will keep an eye on how precious tax dollars are being spent. To you, he's Mr. Vice President, but around the White House, we call him the sheriff. Because if you're misusing taxpayer money, you'll have to answer to him.
Yeah, you're going to have to answer to him. That's right. Remember that? He was the sheriff. He's still the sheriff. So I don't understand something. Then how could a bunch of thieves get away with stealing $163 billion in bogus pandemic unemployment claims? He's the sheriff. $163 billion. You want to know why there's inflation? Now think about this. That's 4 times the $40 billion we're sending over to Ukraine. Who's going to watch that? You want to know why we have inflation? The stupidity. But here's what's really stupid. The department that was in charge of this, when they didn't, not one person at that department, one investigator said, the amount of claims that were coming through were like 1,000 fake ones to one real one. The amount of volume that was going through this department was 360 times what it normally is. Yet not one person said, wait a minute, something's got to be wrong here. The criminals were using this thing called a bonnet, and they could put through an instant like 200,000 applications, 300,000 applications. But like the investigator said, how could not one of these people pick it up? First of all, they couldn't. The FBI couldn't even investigate. They stonewalled them. That's right. They wouldn't give the FBI, the Labor Department would not give them or supply them the information they needed to do the investigation. They've been stonewalling forever. But Biden's the sheriff. He's bigger than that now. He's the president. And you want to know what's going on. And you want to know why yesterday the market dropped 1,000 points. Because it was sending a message. Because understand the false messages that you've been getting. And how long have I been trying to tell you about this crash? Up to 2 months ago, every Friday, I put on my YouTube channel the unfolding of the stock market crash. For a solid year, I went step by step as we were going towards this crash. And I explained to you so you would not be surprised when the crash happened. And people just didn't want to believe it. Well, why would you when you hear this kind of stuff going on?
The economy is on fire.
This economy is doing really darn well. It's going to show up in profits for these companies. We should all feel pretty good today.
Yeah, and then I'm on there saying, okay, now Friday night, here we are Friday. Remember, go to my YouTube channel. We're going to be the unfolding of the stock market crash. I'm going to bring you right up to date.
To me, we have the strongest economy perhaps I have ever seen.
So that's the rebuttal I was getting.
Well, right now you have to like the equity market because outlook for earnings is pretty good across the board. We've had the price earnings ratios come down over interest rates.
What a lie. How can you have good earnings when you have economic growth declining? When you have economic growth declining, you have lousy earnings. It's the way it works. It always worked that way. Never changed. And then they talk about earnings.
We're coming from a point right now where the economy is extremely strong and earnings power, earnings results have been fine.
Earnings have been terrible. Yesterday they turned around and they blamed the crash yesterday, 1,000 points, on earnings. How lousy they were. Target, Walmart. And those were the important earnings because the strength of the economy shows up at Walmart. Shows up at Target, shows up at Home Depot. And instead of being honest about what happened, why the economy's doing this, why people are poor because of all this inflation, what does Kramer say about Walmart and Target, why they're going down?
They had the wrong merchandise. I mean, it wasn't so much that they traded down as what Walmart said. They traded around. I mean, they went to luggage, they went to toys for birthdays.
Oh, yeah, they don't know what they're doing, right? They went to luggage, they went to toys. Here's a fact check for you. And I checked it. Walmart and Target, if it wasn't for their luggage sales, would have been in worse shape. Their luggage sales increased by 50%. So what was Kramer doing in saying this?
They had the wrong merchandise. I mean, it wasn't so much that they had the wrong merchandise.
Yeah, sure, Jim. These guys on his fake business networks, they just make it up. They make it all up. They need you to buy. They need advertisers to feel strong and they gotta remember they don't work for you. They don't work for me. They work for the advertiser. The only way people are gonna go out and buy stuff, go buy a car or anything else that's on these financial programs, if they make everybody feel good. Lie to them. Lie to them. That's what they've been doing. Just like the housing market. Oh my God, the housing market. People have no idea what's going on. They're all whistling by the graveyard. Oh, I'm fine. I got a nice new house. I'm fine. Homes are really valuable. Really? Well, let me tell you something. If you bought a home starting in March of 2020, you've paid 35 to 45, if you live in Sarasota, even 65% more than you should have. I mean, let's think about this. I mean, a house in Sarasota before the pandemic at $400,000. When the pandemic hit and interest rates went down and people started to go crazy buying homes, A $400,000 home is now $1.2 million. What are you, nuts? That's insane. That's inflationary. And here's what's funny about yesterday's market. That was a significant day yesterday. You see, when our leaders won't fix what's wrong, when our leaders won't fix this crazy stock market, this crazy housing market, they just let it go on, and not only let it go on, they add fuel to the fire to keep expanding the prices. Thank God for the stock market, because the stock market will step in and do the government's job, will do the Fed's job. Thank God for the stock market. See, the stock market is going to always send a warning. And boy, the day they picked couldn't have been any better. Couldn't have been any better yesterday. What a day they picked. And they're trying to warn, the market's trying to warn people. You always get a warning from the stock market about your home, house value, what's going to happen. 30 seconds. It's the first red flag. The first red flag is the housing price bubble. It's peaked. It's been peaking, and it started to peak in November 2021. And that bubble is about to pop. That's what the stock market is telling us. But people don't want to hear it. We'll talk more about it when I get back and what you have to do. Join my gang free for 10 days. Learn how the market really works so you don't get hurt.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed, because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere, because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativegroup.com.
License number A1900020.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
When the markets open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay. For a whole year, every Friday, I did a segment, The Unfolding Stock Market Crash. And everything I said came to fruition. And when I stopped it, I said, okay, been doing this for you. I don't have to do it anymore because the crash is here. People looked at me like I was nuts. Well, guess what? I was right. And by the way, this crash is not done. You're going to be lied to over and over by the fake business network that the floor is in. The market has stopped crashing. They're telling you at 400. Would you notice all day today? They took the stops out to try to get the S&P back above 400. Can't even do that. The highest they got today, every time they took all stops out to get the S&P back up. If you look at SPX, it's going to be 4,000. If you look at SPY, it's 400. The high today was 394.13. We're at 390.77. They can't even, with duct tape and baling wire and missiles and firecrackers, they can't get that thing to get up to that 400, because Mr. Market knows better. If the Federal Reserve is not willing to do its job, if the president's not willing to do his job, if Congress is not willing to do his job, and for God's sakes, we know our owners aren't willing to do the job.
You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets. And they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear.
And they control all the assets, like he said. And what moves asset prices? Inflation. You have the smallest segment of the population telling Congress what to do, telling what our president what to do, telling what our Fed is to do. The 1/100th of 1%. You know how tiny that is? 1/100th of 1%. I think it's about out of the whole population, I think that's about 3 million people, if that. It's crazy. They run everything. So the stock market is I believe the stock market is going to drop all the way back down to 2,400. I think the best we can get out of this is the stock market will drop another 13%. We're down about 16% now. So to get about, let's say, we need about a 30% drop to stop the market. So if we're lucky, it'll stop right around that 3,500. So we got about 13% more to drop, maybe even more. But I don't believe it's going to stop there because this market, remember, for 14 years, this whole market went up. The Fed drove the stock market on zero rates. They're over now. The market, especially the big tech stocks, stopped going up in November of 2021. That was the peak. And then the banks stopped going up in January. That was the peak. They haven't reached that point because you got to take all of this garbage out of the market. You got to correct the prices. Now, you can participate in the correction if you just would listen to us and learn how to sell short. It is so easy, especially with our color-coded chart. When it's red, you sell short. When it's green, you buy. It works. And you got 10 days to prove me wrong. Free. Here I am. I'm going to give you 10 days free, the Pro 2 color-coded chart. During those 10 days, we're going to give you our portfolio. Steve will give you our portfolio, and you can follow every stock in our portfolio and just do exactly what Steve is telling the members to do. You do the same thing. Just do it on paper. Don't use real money. The majority of our time is to make sure people don't lose money. Making money is the easy part. Stopping them from losing money is so hard. They come in with such bad habits. Just like yesterday, Kramer comes out and lies. He won't tell the truth. He had to make up a story. Because he's in those stocks. He had to make up a story and say, oh, the stocks are done because it's their fault. They're selling baggage. It's their fault. He just made that up. He pulled it out of his nose. Made it up. Go do some fact checking, and it was, and especially Target, it saved them. Sales were up over 50%. But my point I'm trying to make is that you've got to let this market correct. And now let's talk about the housing market. The first red flag that the housing, not market bubble, the housing price bubble. There's the problem. Prices. Like here in Sarasota, it is absolutely insane. Pre-pandemic, a house at $400,000. Now, $1.1 million, $1.2 million. Are you nuts? Condos here. Crazy. A condo is $600,000. Again, doubled. Some tripled. You got to get all that excess out of the market. And if the Fed won't do it by raising rates, and he's not willing to raise rates between now and between now and the midterm elections, because he's got to help out his boss. He's got to get the Democrats back in office. It's not going to happen. So inflation is going to keep grinding ahead. But it's the stock market that tells you when your housing market is done, it's over, it's finished. And it's done, it's over, and it's finished. Now, for people who paid 35, 45, 55% more for their house, it doesn't matter if you're staying in it. It doesn't matter. You stay in it for at least 10 years, you'll be fine. But I mean, it's just insane. So you got to start hedging yourself, because you're going to lose a lot of value.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. You know, over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. You know, I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
philsgang.com is not the only way you can stay in touch with what we do throughout the day. With today's social media, you can stay up to date with Phil's Gang current events. You can find Phil's Gang on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and more. Phil's Gang Radio Show is broadcast live Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, Periscope, and, of course, YouTube. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Go to philsgang.com and find our social media buttons at the top left-hand corner of the site. philsgang.com and Phil's Gang Social Media, keeping you connected.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%, lumber's up 67%, heating oil, what, 60%, gasoline 55%? I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com.
Welcome to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Hey, welcome back to Phil's Gang. And remember, all my Sarasota listeners, you now can hear me on 860 AM Tampa. That's right. 860 AM covers Sarasota, Bradenton area, so you can hear me on 860 AM, The Answer. So if you want to be on 860, you can hear me there as well. All right. Okay. You can also join my gang free for 10 days. During that 10 days, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to understand how the market works. 80% of people losing money in the market because they don't know how it works. They don't understand. They don't understand what it means. They don't understand what a yield is, what drives the yield. That's an interest rate. What happens to the market when yields go up? What happens to the market when yields go down? You don't get good information from the fake business news network. Their job is to please the advertisers who put them on the air. They have to pay for that airtime. NBC, CBS, the fake business news networks, Fox Business. They have to pay for that time. So they get somebody to pay for it. Those are called advertisers. And the only way they're going to get you to go buy something is to make you feel confident, prosper, make you feel rich. Now, the government does that by bringing interest rates down to zero. Very, very low rates. So they'll get you out to buy. But you're going to pay for that because the reason they do that is for the smallest part of our economy. A tiny, tiny group, 1/100th of 1% of our economy. Very tiny people. No, they're not 2 feet tall walking around. Just a tiny group of people. Very, very wealthy. Very wealthy. It's all for them. Because, see, those people control Congress. They control the president. They control the judges. They can just exactly what George Carlin says. So they're always going to run the market. You always can make money in the stock market. There's no other place as good as the stock market. There's nothing like the stock market. I've been in oil drilling. I've been in manufacturing. I've been in so many businesses. Oil, land, development, steel. I've been in... And I came to the conclusion years ago, the best business in the world is the stock market. Because you can sit there behind your desk with your computer and make money. I don't have to go and get business loans or is on the hook for 120 million, 130 million. Don't have to do that anymore. Don't have to worry about inventory. Don't have to worry about 4,000 or 5,000 employees. It's a great way to accumulate wealth. But the problem is you don't have the person to go to learn. Because unfortunately, your baptism, when you turn on a TV, are a bunch of dopes. You think those people who tell you the economy was on fire?
The economy is on fire.
Why do you think
is on...
Why do you think he's saying that?
This economy is doing really darn well. It's going to show up in profits for these companies. We should all feel pretty good today.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
Why would he say something like that when it's not true? Oh, this guy.
To me, we have the strongest economy perhaps I have ever seen.
You sound insane. Do you realize that? You should be medicated.
Yeah, well, he is medicated, and he's still this stupid, crazy. But this is what they're telling you. When, for God's sakes, for 14 years, the only reason why the stock market was going up because it was rigged with low rates, zero. Once you stop And when do they stop? When the economy no longer can absorb the inflation that's been created to push the S&P up 680% since 2008, push up the big tech stocks, the NASDAQ stocks up 1,300% since 2008. Those zero rates did that. And now you got stocks that are selling for $280. The valuation of those stocks, are you kidding? That $280 stock isn't even worth $45. Because, see, they never let you correct it on the way up. It used to be. I've been in this business 52 years. It used to be when stocks got overvalued, you'd have a correction. You would correct it because it was best for everybody. It was the best for the economy. It was best for the cook, the candlestick maker, the doctor. It was good for the guy who's the shelf stuffer. It was good for everybody. That's the way it used to be. It has to be good for everybody. So it all works. That all changed under Bernanke, Obama, and Biden. Oh, and Baby Bush. They wouldn't allow us to have a recession, a correction of false prices. So people keep buying these prices and think they're getting a good deal. But here's the problem. The market is like a human being. If the Fed won't correct this injustice, if the president won't correct it, or those idiots in Washington, those dopes in Washington won't correct it, then the market will correct it. And the market always corrects it at the worst time, when most other people will get hurt. The market is that way. Always hurts the most people. That's when it will correct. To hurt the most people. Always does that. But you don't get hurt if you're out of the market before it happens. Or better yet, you turn your position so you're making money as it goes down. But instead, I understand why people don't do that. Because they're being told all day long by these fake businesses there, everything's great, everything's wonderful. So you don't have a mechanism to deal with this thing. You sit there and you're going to get clobbered. Oh, we're going to get another rally. We had a rally. We had a rally going back in February to March, 13, 14%. We're due for another rally. Those are called relief rallies. We'll get another one. We'll probably go from where we are today, maybe up 10, 13%, maybe even 15%. It's going to collapse. It's going to collapse because there's no way it can hold. No rally can hold because the valuations are too high. And when the economy stops growing and the earnings stop growing, the stock is supposed to stop growing in price. But no. They changed that in 2008. When the earnings stopped growing, profits stopped growing, the economy stopped growing, they made sure the price kept growing. And to do that, they needed inflation. If you can't move a stock up by earnings, profits, or from economic growth as the country grows, you can't do that. What do? You replace that with inflation. Who loves inflation? The 1/100th of 1% of the population, because they have nothing but assets. They don't get paychecks. They have artwork and diamonds and gold and farms and ranches and beef ranches and tomato farms, and they got nothing but assets. They love inflation. But at some point, and that's what's happening right now, the market's going to correct it. And wouldn't it be wonderful if you knew when to get out? We told our members when to get out. We told them exactly where this market was going to crash, and I was right. But now we're making money because the market's going down. Just try it for 10 days. Go to my site right now, philsgang.com. Click Started. Sign up for Working Investment.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
When the markets open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. Join my gang free for 10 days. Go to my site, philsgang.com. And when you're done, at the end of the day, if you decide not to stay with us, you'll have an education that you got nowhere else. And you'll at least understand how the market works. And that'll be all free. But here's the key. You'll know how to sell a stock short. So important. You know what people don't realize is when we hit that pandemic, it wasn't the pandemic that took the market down 31%. It was the catalyst, but it tipped it over, but it wasn't the reason. It was going to fall on its own. Because for 14 years, or back then, it was a year ago now, right? Or 2 years ago. For 13 years or 12 years, the market has been going up, being financially engineered with keeping interest rates low. And by keeping interest rates low, you create tremendous inflation. Well, the inflation got so high, so bad. So by January 2020, it just couldn't take it. The economy couldn't take it anymore. So we were going to go to a crash. And I predicted that crash. Ask anybody. Ask anyone. So the market started to crash, and they stopped it. How'd they do that? They came in, and they printed all this money, the CARES Act, the American Rescue Plan Act, the American Family Plan, the Infrastructure Plan, 10 billion subsidies to pay rent. So if you had rent, they would send you a check, so you didn't have to write a check. So they put extra money in your pocket. Remember, the student loans, they paused that. So all those checks you're paying every month, you could put that in your pocket. They're sending money left and right to people. You're getting 2 unemployment checks, and on and on and on. So there was $6 trillion that went to the folks. They call it savings. It was socialism. It was that put us on hold, that stopped the crash, because people would go out and start buying again. So they paid people to stay home. Please listen to me. They paid people to stay home, and they gave them money to stay home, not to go produce anything. So if you're not producing, there's fewer goods on the shelf. And there's fewer goods on the shelf, there's more demand for those goods, just like the baby food right now. If you went to a place and found some baby food and there was 5 jars, used to be 500 jars, only 5, and the baby food usually $2 a bottle, it's going to be $15. It's how it works in a free market. That's how it works. So when we got to 2020 January, the crash, it was right there, it was ready to go, but they stopped it through socialism. CARES Act, American Rescue Plan, American Family Plan, Infrastructure, $10 billion in subsidies. They set out $10 billion in subsidy payments for rent and mortgage payments, even pay your cell phone. And then they sent out another $41 million. They actually, people don't understand this. When they say you didn't have to pay your loan, it was paused, that cost us $41 million. So my point is they were able to take out of that this money and came to $6 trillion. So now people had $6 trillion to go and spend. So the market went. So when they got the $6 trillion in their pocket, they then turned around and they printed another $126 trillion, and they went in and bought treasuries and dropped the rate, the yield on the treasury from 200 basis points to 85. Wow. And then the market went up. What was it, Willie? The market went up 85. I think the NASDAQ went up like 133%. So a stock in the NASDAQ now became overpriced by 130%. And people are buying a stock that they shouldn't be buying, because now it's overpriced by 130%. But it's overpriced by more than that, because that's just from 2020 March. Remember, this whole thing started in 2008. So these things are so overpriced. So now we hit November of 2021, and they couldn't. Again, the market stopped going up because it was ready to crash again. Now they're stuck. They couldn't go print more money and bring interest rates back down to zero, because the inflation started to go up so badly, where mortgage rates were going to go from 2.9% to 5% because of this. If they pushed up more, if they print more money just so they push the stock market up even more, And the banks couldn't go up. In January, the banks peaked. They couldn't go because they couldn't accept, nobody could pay these higher rates. So the whole market stopped and it started to crash. And we're in that crash now. And Biden, he tried so hard. He said, I'm going to do another socialist program. I'm going to call this one the Build Back Better program. And I'll get people another $6 trillion, and they'll carry me right through the midterm elections. Didn't happen. Thank God. Thank God. Two Democrats were smart enough, knew what was going on. Manchin and Sinema. Thank God. So now we're sitting here with the market going down, and they're going to do everything they can to stop it. It's called the plunger team. But you should be in the position to say, it doesn't matter to me if it goes down, because I'm going to make as much money. In fact, I'm going to make more money. I'll make it faster when it goes down. Or if it goes up, it doesn't bother me. I make money either way. If you can't say that, then you shouldn't be in a stock market. This is not for you. But see, I'll say that and be honest. But you're not going to hear any of these dopes tell you that. Oh, they're going to tell you every day, it's like, how things are great. So that's where we are today. Today we got the biggest debt in history. We're a debtor nation. Huge debt. We're paying, we are broke. We have a negative net worth of $20 trillion, our nation. $20 trillion. Our national debt is rising 31% faster than our economy. So here's the problem. That slows the economy. So when your economy slows and your earnings slow, the stock price is supposed to slow. But for 14 years, they won't allow that to slow. That's what QE is about. So instead, they keep pushing the price higher, even though the economy is slowing and profits are slowing. So if stock's at $100, it should be reset down to $80 because the economy's not growing as much as it should be. And the profits for that company aren't growing. So that company's stock should be adjusted from $100 down to $80. But no, they do QE. They print more money, give it to the banks. They send it out to the companies. Companies buy their own stock back, move it back up. Now the stock went from 100 to 180, rather going down from 100 to 80. Do you understand where you are? And you think and you really believe this market's not going to crash anymore? But if you can get in a position, it doesn't matter to you, and that's what position we're going to put you in. And then you're going to make money, and then you're going to help the kids at St. Jude to be in a better position. Just send them whatever you can. Don't send us the check, send it to them. But people have no idea how the market works. They just don't. They'll just turn on their TV and they'll listen to these jerks, and they buy into it. Just like this story here.
Inflation in this country, do you take any responsibility for your policies?
I think our policies help, not hurt. Think about what they say. The vast majority of the economists think that this is going to be a real tough problem to solve, but it's not because of spending.
Not because of spending? Not because that's like you go home and your wife asks you, "Honey, do you have your paycheck?" "Oh no, I just spent it down at the bar, Joe Suckface Bar on Main Street." But it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. That's not the problem. You're saying I'm not bringing a paycheck home is a problem? No, my president said it's not a problem. He's got a policy like that. It doesn't bring any money home. That the country spends more money it takes in. And the market's not going to go down any further. Do you really believe? I don't think you believe that. Join my gang for 10 days. That's all. 10 days, free. And see how it works. See you on the show.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.